A long, long time ago, the forces of nature in Tianjin set the stage for a grand contest. Outside the ring, storms were brewing. While on it, 3 epic matches were held one after another. Here, the river and the sea waged a battle of dragon and phoenix, giving birth to a world-class harbor. Industries of all kinds took to the same stage, where domestic brands and major national innovations made their mark. What's more, extraordinary individuals emerged from the contest, thriving in the city's streets and alleys. There's no punchline a Tianjin local can't deliver, and no problem they can't solve. So you don't buy it, come on, let's see what you've got. We'll show you what's what. Tianjin Way. This first match begins with the geography of Tianjin. It was an age-old rivalry between the river and the sea. Tianjin is one of the lowest and flattest cities in the country, with an average elevation of less than 4 meters. Thousands of years ago, this was the battleground where river met sea. When the Bahai Sea would surge with mighty tides, the coastline would push inland. Faced with the Bahai Sea's fierce advance, the rivers gathered their waters as one, from the Taihang Mountains, the Yan Mountains, and even as far as the Inner Mongolian Plateau. Rivers all converged on Tianjin. Even the Yellow River came to join the fight. It executed a world-shifting maneuver, changing its course 3 times to deposit water and silt near Tianjin. Down came the silt and sand. Over thousands of years, the Bahai coast steadily retreated. As the sea withdrew, the river advanced, eventually forming the largest water system in North China, the Hai River system. The Hai River is like a dancing phoenix, its head extending over Tianjin. The Bahai Sea, in turn, is like a soaring dragon, its head facing the Hai River. When the Bahai Sea stirs up its waves, seawater flows into the river channel, where the river and sea converge. The river is the sea. The sea is the river. Over 2,700 square kilometers of wetlands were also formed in the contest between river and sea. Reeds sway, and thousands of birds take flight. This is also why many of Tianjin's place names are related to water. Nankai, for instance, means the open, low-lying land outside the south gate. Gu refers to the shoals at the bend of a river. Places like Tangu and Dizigu are part of 70 Gu locations that once dotted the Tianjin area. The contest between river and sea has given Tianjin its worldly character, connecting it to all corners of the globe. The twin wings of the winding Hai River connect to the heartland of North China. The Beijing-Hangzhou Grand Canal links it to the land south of the Yangtze. By rail, the port of Tianjin's reach extends across more than half of China. And as the gateway to the Bahai Sea, Tianjin is the coastline that reaches furthest inland. For those inland, it's the nearest gateway to the nation. For the outside world, it's a window into China, a century-long relay of strategic ambition. And the race to the top is about to begin. This bottle of Shanghai Guan soda is a favorite among the people of Tianjin today, and it was just as loved by them 100 years ago. A century ago, it was founded in Tianjin by British merchants under the name International Soda Water, and the Jifeng Bridge over the Hai River, which can be raised and lowered, was once called the International Bridge. With so many things named international, it was as if Tianjin stood at the center of the world. Around the Jifeng Bridge, nations from all over came to compete, and more than 2,000 Western-style buildings were erected. Global trends surged into Tianjin, but the sons and daughters of China refused to be left behind. And so began a century of competition. Here, Hilo Yuanjia practiced martial arts to build strength. Here, Yin Fu translated evolution and ethics. Here, for a decade, Liang Qichao endured hardship, his passionate spirit impossible to cool. Here, Zhou Enlai studied diligently and founded the Awakening Society. And countless other heroes also made their mark. The Yongli Alkali Factory tenaciously strove for greatness and successfully produced pure soda ash. It won a gold medal at the World's Fair. Its pioneering factory opened as a landmark building in North China. Workers at the Beijing textile mill worked in 3 shifts, pioneering the 8-hour workday in China. Its goat brand wool yarn defeated foreign imports, accounting for 89% of the nation's total wool yarn production. Never content to lag behind, with an industrial spirit that dared to be number 1, propelled Tianjin to become the number 1 city in the north during modern times. This spirit continued on after the founding of the new China. China's first domestically produced bicycle, China's first domestically produced wristwatch, China's first domestically produced camera, and China's first domestically produced television set. All were born in Tianjin. Today, made in Tianjin includes even more heavy hitters. The Tianhuan supercomputer can perform hundreds of quadrillions of calculations per second. The Long March 5th series of carrier rockets are manufactured in Tianjin. Their journey to the cosmos begins from here, and on what was once Tianjin's barren, saline land. New land expands out into the sea, and new shipping channels extend beneath the waves, giving birth to the world's largest artificial deep-water port. This intelligently operated port can hoist a container every single minute. Behind it all is some seriously hardcore tech. But that's not all. Tianjin has created even more mind-bending technologies. Carbon dioxide can be directly synthesized into starch, and the human brain can directly control drones with just a thought. Deep infers underwater robots, Phytium chips, the Kylin operating system. Everywhere you look, Tianjin is full of novelty. It carries a drive to be number 1, conquering one field after another. This drive has long since seeped into the very bones of Tianjin's people, turning every street and alley into an arena where extraordinary people showcase their skills. They say Tianjin is full of remarkable characters. If you don't believe me, just take a look. Over here we have this clay figurine sculptor. In just minutes, he can create a perfectly proportioned replica of a person. He's basically a real-life figurine designer. And this kite maker over here, he's practically a mechanical engineer specializing in welding and aerodynamics. And this brick carver's layered open work is basically the work of a 3D modeling master. Then there's this artist carving New Year's prints. Woodblock printing plus rendering. This is a human color printing press. Even the person making savory crepes downstairs is a master calligrapher. The batter must be finely ground and spread as thin as paper. The sauce is brushed on with a powerful stroke. The fried dough twists have to be twirled. The baozi must have filling. And it's all mixed with soft tofu pudding. Tianjin also gave birth to linguistic prodigies. In daily life, the people of Tianjin have long been famous throughout the country for their eloquence. When you come to Tianjin, hey, you'd be too embarrassed to go out if you haven't learned a witty phrase or two. The humor gene of the Tianjin people, on one hand, comes from the unique accent formed by migrants from the Jianghui region. And on the other, it's a real skill honed by the hardships of life. I'm not kidding you. This was the center of the world's Grand Canal transport, with heroes from all walks of life. To gain a foothold in Tianjin, you could only rely on real ability. So when the people of Tianjin say, just have a laugh and let it go, who knows how much strength they've saved up to have such a broad-mindedness that lets them laugh in the face of any challenge, strive with passion, but also know how to relax. This is the spirit forged in Tianjin's 1,000-year-old arena. It has emerged from the stormy waves of battles over the sea, possessing the magnanimity to embrace all rivers. It can firmly hold the baton of a century of industry, with the courage to never say die. It can preserve tradition and chase the latest trends. It can melt into the warm, everyday life of the alleyways. And it can host a world-class banquet. Its stage is open, and brilliance shines everywhere. No matter where you come from, or what your name is, as long as you have talent, you can shine here. This is Tianjin. Now, we'll just wait for the food.